wonderful winter wonderful, I say. Thank you all for turning out. This is very exciting. As we begin our welcome to the second Winter Wonderful in Bridgewater, we first gratefully acknowledge the Indigenous people whose ancestral homes we are gathering this evening, and we honor the diverse and vibrant Indigenous communities who now make their homes in this area. More than anything, Winter Wonderful reminds us that during the longest, darkest days of winter, a community can share beauty when it shares resources. Winter Wonderful lights shine because of the generosity of Bridgewater's citizens and the businesses here, with special help this year from the town government through Vision to Reality. And we are so grateful for all that help. There are many worldwide celebrations during winter's darkened days. By my count, and it might not be very accurate, there are over 18 international holidays celebrated from the end of November to the 1st of February, which happens to be the exact time of Winter Wonderful's soft, gentle white lights, reminding us of this community's caring and generosity. I do not know exactly which holidays are celebrated in Bridgewater by Bridgewater residents, but I do know it's many. Hearing the names and celebrating our communal diversity with Winter Wonderful's lights deepens the fullness of joy in tonight's lighting. So, if I do not name your celebration, I'm going to speak in alphabetical order, and if I skip you, it is not on purpose. It's something I don't want to do. I don't want to leave anyone out. So if I skip you, call out the name of your celebration, please, so we may be fully inclusive. Thus we acknowledge Baha'i, Buddhism, Candomblé, Christianity, Christian Science, Confucianism, Hinduism, Islam, Jainism, Judaism, paganism, shamanism, Shintoism, Sikhism, Taoism, Unitarianism, Zoroastrianism, and all those who are agnostic, atheists, or secular humanists. Everything we want to have celebrated tonight. Each part of Bridgewater's whole. Together we celebrate bringing the light to darkness as we move through from 2003 on to 2024. 2000, did I say 2003? Oh, we did that a long time ago. Yeah. 2023 on to 2024. It's my hope that each person walking, driving, riding a bike, or otherwise passing through Winter Wonderful's lights these next 2 months will be touched by the generosity of this community's offering. I hope you will be touched by your contribution to this lovely gift. Now, several Bridgewater residents will briefly share their words of their choosing about winter, reflecting their feelings for the coming days. After the winter words, Bridgewater's poet laureate, so named by me, Jim Moore, will read his new poem about the Common, written this past Veterans Day and included in your program. That's the blue paper in the center. After that, Patty Simon will honor us by playing her indigenous flute, while Ann Ocello, the winner of our donors drawing, all the donors had their names put in a bucket, and we drew the name out, and we drew Ann's name out, and then she will make her way to the switch and flip it to begin Winter Wonderful. And we are going to begin with the Bridgewater Improvement Association's treasurer, Marjorie Katz Elliott. Okay? Sorry, Margie. Didn't mean to leave you out.
So I have a touch of laryngitis, so I will try to speak into the microphone. Thank you. So this is part of a Hanukkah poem called Season of Skinny Candles by Marge Piercy. And here it goes. Darkness rushes in after the sun sinks, like a bright plug pulled. Our eyes drown in night thick as ink pudding. When even the moon starves to a sliver of quicksilver, the little candles poke holes in the blackness. Thank you.
And next we have Sonia Striggles.
Hello, everyone. When I think of winter, I think of snowflakes. Not always in a good way. Each one distinct, unique, and special, all on their own. But when they come together, they can paint a beautiful picture for all to appreciate. Some say winter is the ending of something for the creation of another, and I don't see it any different. Let this winter be a time where you can reflect and move forward through the changing seasons, knowing there is a new chapter ready to be bloomed on the other side.
And now we've got Mark and Leah Miller. If anybody saw our ad for Winter Wonderful on BTV, these are two of the ones who did it. Okay, Leah.
Cold, cozy, blanket, ice skating, sledding, snow, fire pit, icicles, snowman, snowflake, hot cocoa with whipped cream, melting, snow angel, igloo, tubing, skiing, snowboarding, presents, Christmas tree, Santa, Mrs. Claus, elf, reindeer, North Pole, winter, Christmas, holiday, gingerbread man, joyful, cookies, milk, green, red, lights, ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Mark, do you want me to put this back up here for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Snow days, winter vacation, December birthdays, mine included. Snow blowers, saves, shoveling, hot apple cider. My grandfather likes his with a little extra something added.
David Michael.
Thank you. I think I want to add something to that. Napping in the afternoon. Hi, everyone. My name is David Michael. I'm a realtor here in town, and I'm a member of Bridgewater Communities for Civil Rights, as well as Bridgewater Pride. As our town's common illuminates the winter night, it symbolizes the diversity of our community coming together. May the warm glow inspire peace and joy, transcending differences in a season of togetherness. Let the twinkling light shine and radiate a season of love, acceptance, and joy for all.
Thank you, David. Christine Mello Ajemian. Right? Yes. Good evening.
Hello, nice to see you too. This is a meditation from the essay Winter Solstice by Nina McLaughlin. Now is the season of frazzle, of jangled nerves and wallet strain, of eggnogged evenings of butter and cream. Now is the season of early dims and late dawns, of darkness dominant and strands of tiny flame-shaped lights glittering in the evergreens. Now is the season of indulgence and want, of the great ache that arrives with the descent into winter. There is no dark in the year like the dark of early evening in late November. This dark is so definitive. The early dusks stir something in our bodies and our brains that reminds us, however faintly, of our status as animals, of the fear of darkness and hunger and cold. And what do we do? And we do what we can to fight against it, lighting nightly candles, lighting up the porch, gathering together to race toasts and share warmth as minute by minute the light is swallowed, darkness eating more of it each day, until we reach the year's longest night, the solstice on December 21, after which the light begins to creep slowly back. We are in a new season, a season marked with sadness and sorrow, and we wonder how to navigate this season of darkness. In hope and curiosity, we ride the wave of time, the ancient rhythms of the universe, through the dark and towards the light.
And now we have Tommy Hogan or Tommy Hogan and family.
Hey everyone. These are three of our kiddos. My fourth 3-year-old is homesick with his mom tonight. I wanted to read for everyone tonight a passage out of Isaiah chapter 9, verse 2. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. And then we have Penelope King.
Can everyone hear me?
We'll put this a
Yes,
little
good.
closer to you.
I didn't bring a piece of paper like last year, so I want to greet you all,
Move right up to the.
and I want to invite each one of us to take a nanosecond pause when we see these lights, and just put our hands up and take a pause, and then put our hands on our hearts and see that each one of us is like one of those lights. Each one of us enlightens the lives of our community here in so many ways that we can see and ways that we don't see. So I'd like to say compassion, caring, community leads to creativity and discovery and healing. Thank you.
Thank you, Penny. All right, lovely. And Amanda and Jeffrey Napier.
Hello, good evening. We wrote a short reflection. Thank you. We wrote a short reflection, which is one particular invitation of the season based in the tradition of our youth.
A little child of Bethlehem, a Prince of Peace, said, "Love your neighbor as yourself."
It sounds simple, even easy, but its politics are radical. May peace prevail on earth.
And Shirley Krasinski.
Thank you, Marilee. Before I say anything, I wish we could just take a minute to thank Marilee Hunt, for whom this came about. Thank you, Marilee. If it wasn't for Marilee knocking on the doors, pounding the pavement, coming here a couple of days ago and helping to be sure that those lights were up and in the right places, we wouldn't be enjoying what we're doing tonight. So again, let's hear it for Marilee. Driving through the center of town at night during this holiday season leaves me with a sense of warmth and belonging. The lights on the common are an endearing message from this community to all who visit. Let's welcome everyone. Thank you.
All right, and Susie Robinson, representing our town council. Oh, there you are.
Over here. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to Marilee, to the Bridgewater Improvement Association, the Bridgewater Cultural Council, and everyone who supported making this happen tonight. On a personal note, I am Susie Robinson, and what winter means to me is unfortunately having to put on socks. I don't like socks. I miss summer. But on a much bigger scale, winter really means the season of holidays, and that brings so much to each one of us. It brings joy, it brings warmth, it brings us a sense and a longing for community. So thank you for coming here tonight. But it also brings hard times for people who are missing loved ones and those who aren't with us, and sometimes reflections too around the past year. So my words for you tonight is be good to each other, and first and foremost, be kind to yourself. Thank you.
And then we have Tim Fitzgibbons and Eamon Fitzgibbons. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, well, you're up here. All right, so this is Eamon. I'm Tim. If people didn't know, no, but winter to me is about three things really: celebration, restoration, and renewal. And what I would hope is that we as a town, we as a school district, we as a state and nation embrace those values over the coming months of winter darkness and cold, and come into the spring with renewal and restoration. Eamon, do you want to say anything? Okay, what Eamon was going to say is the best thing about winter for school kids
You made me say that.
is snow days.
No.
Good job, Eamon. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Tim. And we're going to end with Anna Marie Madigan. Anna. Here she comes.
Hi, everyone. Winter days, hot chocolate to warm your hearts. Walking in the cold, rosy cheeks, seeing kids playing in the snow. Lights shining on the snow like diamonds. Decorations of beauty, light for all the Christmas season. Sharing time to help someone in need. Fellowship with each other. The light of God is the beauty of winter. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Those should certainly give us a lot of nice ways to think about this winter. In one of our colder nights already this year, we had a full moon. I don't know where it went, but it was up there when I came here. I don't know where it is now. But there's no rain. Did everybody notice that? Anybody who was here last year? So that's something to celebrate. And we'll get done before it starts to rain. And now, did Jim Moore stay up here? Because now it's actually time for him. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you have enough light here to see everything that you need? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Put that there. Put this here. Oh, that works. Little context. This was written for the fundraiser on the 11th. So in the poem, it's referencing the day that it was read, the day it was written. I wrote it on the 11th, a few weeks after I was invited to read some poetry at the fundraiser, and this is what I came up with. Light in Common, 11/11/2023. A narrative poetic exercise of reflection and exhortation. On this date, marking the end of World War I, 105 years ago, we meet about the arc-shaped common at the heart of Bridgewater Center. In order to give it more light, the common was formed with a biblical reference, since it first functioned under shade trees as common grazing for sheep or a cow or two, with a water trough at the northeast end where horses could drink after pulling wagons or carriages. The common was a provision provided by the town and well used by inhabitants. Over time, its public space was bounded by granite posts, connected by iron rails on which children could sit for parades. In time, the sacrifice of wars and the sacrifice of firemen were commemorated time and again at the southwest end of the Common, and parades and winter celebrations are still supported by the rails. This space is the heart of a one-way carousel that no longer supports the iron trolley rails that once blanketed the region all the way down the East Coast. The rails brought students to the normal school, workers to the shoe factories and nail factory, fireworks factory, tannery, brick factory, racetrack and fairgrounds, and the ironworks, which had its own railroad spurs and Civil War foundry. Over the years, trolleys and trains brought all manner of folk to the town, right through its expanse of farms, pastures, orchards, and blueberry groves in this water-rich place which once was home to the shipbuilding slips of Captain Washburn's Enterprise on the Town River in the southeast of the town, where sloops and schooners were built to sail out to sea on the spring floods of the river. Now the slips are part of Titicut Park, and most of the industry of the 18th, 19th, and 20th centuries is all gone, some pieces preserved here and there around town as a kind reminder, as common history. But recent decades have been unkind to the common heart of that history, the common treasure of the downtown. Oh, it beats still, despite cars and speed that outweigh sense sometimes, mostly in the dark of night, and chip away at the granite posts and rails and challenge the boundaries of community. Recent decades have seen islands surface to control the flow of traffic, one like a ship's prow northeast of the Common, another like a shoal to the southwest to keep wrong ways going right, and all day and deep into the night alongside stoplights and flashing signs that signal the way to safety. And now, we meet for common light for the arc of our town. And when this new light beats at night in tune with this old heart, its dimensions will stand out in the dark to ease the way for late night strays, and its lit space will frame better celebrations, and its presence make a better community. The heart of this town is strong, though its history is complicated, as in the displacement of the indigenous, the owning of personal slaves, and industries that felled old-growth forests, abused child labor, refused immigrants, and polluted the land and water. Balanced with that history are more salutary events. The local safe houses of the 1800s Underground Railroad, the normal school to train teachers, an evolving ethnic and racial diversity, a town and university working in a complex community for inclusion and opportunity and family. Some 13 churches striving to engage a vision of the greater good, and local schools seeking to teach more whole individuals to nurture, give back, and build. This common lighting is a need, yes, but let it also be a beacon of our healing, recovery, growth, love, and strength, our light in common. Thank you.
Very lovely. It's pretty good having our own poet laureate, right? I let him do a few more than 25 words. So now we're going to have Patty. Patty is where? Well, here she comes. Patty's going to play us in to the flipping of the switch.
I'm gonna try. This flute doesn't like to be cold. So.
Did you hear her say this flute doesn't like to be cold?
I've been trying.
So we're warming it up. Any minute now. Thank you so much for being here. Take your time to walk around and look at the lights and appreciate each other and this beautiful community that we share.